Greetings to all. Welcome to Future of this Academy. Today we are going to see daily current affairs of 22nd May. To get more daily current affairs videos, follow our YouTube channel, also our Telegram channel. Now we'll move on to the topics. Today we are going to see the important topic of 22nd May. The first topic is Antarctica Treaty Consultative Meeting, which comes under GS2 paper, and flamingo species of India, which comes under in the prelims perspective, and finally the Intergovernmental Negotiative Committee on Plastic Pollution, which comes under in both GS2 and GS3. So we'll have a detailed analysis of these three topics. Our first topic is about Antarctic Treaty Consultative Meeting. Now under this, what is about this Antarctic Treaty Consultative and their goals, their principles, their important classes, and what are India in Antarctica and ATCM. We are going to discuss all those things. Now 46th Antarctic Treaty Consultative Meeting, that is ATCM 46, is also referred as an Antarctic Parliament. It is to be hosted from May 20 to 30 at Kochi in India. So the organizer is the National Center for Polar and Ocean Research. National Center for Polar and Ocean Research, which is in Goa, has organized the meeting under the auspices of the Ministry of Earth Science. India last hosted the ATCM in New Delhi in 2007. Where? In New Delhi. We have to know about this last. When does India hosted this? Next, the participation is seen the representatives from all the 56 member countries of the Antarctic Treaty. Now, what is about the Antarctic Treaty? It is an international agreement that governs activities in Antarctica. It also signed on December 1, 1959 and entered into the force on June 23, 1961. Now, what is the purpose of this? The treaty designates Antarctica as the scientific reserve and ensures that it remains exclusively for peaceful purposes. Its principles is the Antarctic Treaty designates Antarctica as neutral, demilitarized zone to be used solely for peaceful purpose. Now, it was initially signed by 12 countries. It now includes 56 countries, with India joining in 1983. Now, what are the key provisions of this? Antarctica is strictly for peaceful activities, military activities, including fortification and weapon testing, are prohibited. All activities, especially scientific research, are to be conducted freely with cooperation and data sharing among signatory nations. Nuclear explosions and disposal of radioactive waste are forbidden here. Now, what is the role of India in Antarctica? First, the consultative status. Since 1983, India has been consultative party to the Antarctica Treaty, participating in decision-making process about Antarctic governance. Next, in research stations. Research stations are first Dakshin Gangotri. India's first research center, established in 1983 and was operational until 1990. The next is Maitri. It is established in 1989 in the Shirmachar Oasis. It's still active and supports summer and winter cruise. The next is Bharati. It is opened in 2012 and it is located in Pirates Bay coast. It focuses on oceanographic and geological studies. Next, the future plans of India intends to establish Maitri 2. Maitri 2 in 2020. 29 to replace the aging Maitri station. Next, the legislative action. In 2022, India enacted the Antarctic Act to reaffirm its commitment to the treaty's principles. Now, what is this ATCM, the Antarctic Treaty Consultative Meeting? It is the treaty where an annual gathering of parties to the 1959 Antarctic Treaty is held. The ATCM consists of original 12 signatories of the Antarctic Treaty and other nations that conduct significant research in Antarctica. So that's all from the topic of Antarctic Treaty Consultative Meeting. Our next topic is flamingo species of India. India has two species of flamingos, that is one greater flamingo and lesser flamingo. So here both the species of flamingos are resident species and breeds in the Little Rann of Kutch in Gujarat. So when not breeding, the former occurs in majority of the coastal states of India and some inland wetlands, while the latter has restricted distribution and mainly confined to the western coast of the country, such as Gujarat and Maharashtra. Now we'll see about the greater flamingo. The greater flamingo is the largest, palest, and most widespread of all flamingo species. It is found in parts of Africa, Southwest Asia, Southern Asia, and Southern Europe. So here the great flamingo are found. Formerly these species was a rubber and was considered as single species, that is Sibley and Monod, but later following the studies of Knox, the species have split into greater flamingo and Caribbean flamingo. It is distinguished from all other flamingos by its large size, having average of 120 to 150 centimeter in combination with the pale plumage. So now about the lesser flamingo, the most numerous of the world's flamingos, it was classified as near threatened. So it comes under IUCN Red List, that's threatened species, indicating that it is considered likely to qualify for the threatened category in the near future. The species is also listed in the Agreement on the Conservation of African Eurasian Migratory Waterbirds, that is AEWA action plan. So comes under the Appendix 2 of the Bonn Convention CMS and Appendix 2 of the CITES Convention. Here the lesser flamingo is an itinerant species adapted to respond to changes in local environment conditions by moving among wetlands and thus depends on the network of suitable sites. With the greater flamingos do not migrate over long distance, the lesser flamingos are non-migratory nomadic species with the flocks constantly moving between different feeding sites. In overall status of lesser flamingo, for Indian subcontinent as migrant with resident population in Gujarat as they breed here. In fact, the little and great Rann of Kutch are the only breeding sites for lesser flamingos in the entire Indian subcontinent, with a major part of population being restricted to western region in India and majority in Gujarat. That's all from this topic. And our next topic is about Intergovernmental Negotiation Committee on Plastic Pollution. So under this, we have to know generally about the Intergovernmental Negotiating Committee on Plastic Pollution. So at the fifth session of the UN Environment Assembly, a historic resolution was adopted to develop an international legally binding instrument on plastic pollution, including in the marine environment. The resolution requested the Executive Director of the UN Environment Programme to convene an intergovernmental negotiating committee to develop the instrument, which is to be based on the comprehensive approach that addresses the full life cycle of plastic, including its production, design, and their disposal. The objective of the Global Plastics Treaty is to set a global framework of standards around accountability, responsibilities, financing, material, chemical standards, import or export restrictions or targets are seen. From this global framework, countries will be tasked with implementing globally aligned policies that meet the target set. An INC has been established with will met 5 times to develop the specific content of new ILBI by end of 2024. The INC began its work during the second half of 2022 with the ambition to complete the negotiations by the end of 2024. The first session of INCE 1 took place in Punta del Este, which is in Uruguay from 28 November to 2nd December 2022, followed by the second session was held in 29th May to 2nd June 2023 in Paris, that is in France, and continuously the third session INC 3 have took place in 13th to 19th November of 2023 in Nairobi, Kenya, and now INC 5 has been scheduled for 25th November to 1 December 2024 in Busan, Republic of Korea, is intended as the end of INC process. It will be followed by a diplomatic conference where heads of state will sign their agreement. So, under this initiative, by November 21st, we'll be having a legal binding on plastic pollution, and we know that plastic pollution is a major concern seen in worldwide recently. So, this agreement can bring a change in nature of plastic pollution, and it is one of the major international initiatives. So, this is important for both prelims and mains. So, that's all from our. To read this via PDF, you can get from our website. The website link have been provided in a description. To get more daily current affairs videos, follow our YouTube channel, also our Telegram channel. Thank you.